worsening bushfire conditions across much of the country will have authorities back on the highest alert today. Right now, 2 emergency warnings are in place for fires burning in Victoria's east. An out-of-control blaze is threatening Wingan River. Campers and hikers have been evacuated from the area, while the second is threatening Reedy Flat and Tambo Crossing. We have our reporters standing by in the key locations in South Australia and New South Wales. Let's begin our coverage in Victoria. Andrea Crothers joins us live from Victoria's East Gippsland. Andrea, some residents have been told it's too late to leave.
That's right, Annalise. Residents affected by the Wingan River fire have been told it is too late to leave. The safest option for them is to seek shelter. Now, that's the fire about 20 kilometres east of the Cairn River. As for the fire at Tambo Crossing, where we've also seen that emergency warning, they've been told if they do need to leave, do so now. As for the 30,000 holidaymakers we saw urged to evacuate from the East Gippsland yesterday, well, they're streaming through here at Bairnsdale at the moment. There's 30,000 holidaymakers. Residents were also told to leave by this morning. I've just been speaking to emergency services as well, and they say they are preparing to put up a roadblock on the Princes Highway today to stop all incoming traffic into the region. Now, that is because the major concern for authorities at the moment is that highway. It is one of the only ways to get in there, and they're concerned that if it does get cut in the wrong places, well, holidaymakers will be simply stranded and they won't be able to get them out. Now, speaking to the Emergency Services Commissioner this morning, he says that he's relatively happy with how many people have responded so far and have taken that option to leave, although obviously not everyone has followed that advice. As for today, Annalise, well, I'm here in Bairnsdale currently where the Incident Control Centre is based. It's already in the mid-30s at the moment. We are expecting it to get above 40 for lots of the Victoria. We're also going to be seeing that low humidity and wind gusts up to 90 kilometres an hour. And when you consider just how dry this part of the world is at the moment, it's really going to make for challenging conditions for firefighters. They do say that not all homes will be able to be protected. Annalise?
Absolutely. Andrea, thank you for the update from Victoria there. Let's go live now to Emily Burley in the Adelaide Hills. Emily, a fire that destroyed close to 90 homes before Christmas continues to burn. Authorities fear we could see a repeat of that today.
That's right, Annalise. The conditions we're going to see today are much the same as we saw on December 20. Now, that was the day a large number of fires broke out across the state, most significantly the Kangaroo Island fires and the Cuddly Creek fire in the Adelaide Hills. Now, as you said, that was the fire that destroyed 87 homes and claimed the life of an Adelaide Hills resident. Now, of course, it is the dangerous conditions that have prompted that catastrophic fire danger today. We are seeing the continuation of a heat wave right across South Australia. Much of the state will see 40+ degree temperatures today. We are also seeing strong winds. Those are already picking up but are going to worsen throughout the day. Now, on top of all that, we are going to see a cold front move across the state later today, and with that we will see dry lightning storms. That's, of course, a big concern with lightning potentially sparking new fires, and if that does happen under those strong winds, they will be very difficult for firefighters to contain. Now, that catastrophic fire danger has been issued for the Mount Lofty Ranges, which includes the Adelaide Hills, also the Mid-North and the York Peninsula, but we are going to see severe or extreme fire danger elsewhere across the state, so certainly nowhere is safe today, and people across the state are being told to stay on high alert with a total fire ban in place right across the state. Now, I did mention those Kangaroo Island fires and the Cuddly Creek fire in the Adelaide Hills. Those are just some of about 6 advice level fires burning across the state at the moment. The concern today, of course, is that those fires will flare up again under those dangerous conditions. Now, also this morning, we have seen a new fire, a watch and act warning issued for a fire burning on Kangaroo Island. That fire, that warning is for goss on the south coast of Kangaroo Island. The fire there is burning uncontrolled, and people in that area are being told to leave if it is safe to do so, otherwise to take shelter, as potentially lives and properties could be at risk. Again, that watch and act warning is for goss on the south coast of Kangaroo Island. But the unusual thing, Annalise, about the fire conditions today is that the fire danger is going to peak early, according to fire authorities. They're concerned that people will hang around these high fire danger areas expecting things to worsen in the afternoon, but that is going to happen this morning. So people right across the state in those fire danger areas are being told to leave for a safer place if they can, and to do so early.
Excellent advice there, Emily Burley. Thank you. Now, dangerous fire conditions aren't expected to deter New Year's Eve celebrations in Sydney, but not everyone agrees. Stella Todorovic's at the RFS headquarters. Stella, the Deputy Premier believes the famous firework display should be cancelled.
That's right, Annalise. John Barilaro has come out against the City of Sydney's decision to go ahead with the fireworks display at Sydney Harbour, despite some regional communities cancelling their event. He has tweeted, "Sydney's New Year's Eve fireworks should just be cancelled. Very easy decision. The risk is too high and we must respect our exhausted RFS volunteers. If regional areas have had fireworks banned, then let's not have two classes of citizens. We're all in this crisis together." Annalise, yesterday the Premier backed the Council's decision to move forward with the fireworks display, and today RFS Commissioner Shane Fitzsimmons has told Sky News he expects the display to go ahead as planned. But a weather update will be provided to fire authorities this afternoon, and that's when the final decision will be made.
We will be weighing up the risks this afternoon with more detail on that forecast. I don't envisage a cancellation. What we will be doing is working with local fire and rescue, the authorities, and just making sure that any perceived risks based on the conditions are ameliorated appropriately to ensure they can go ahead safely.
Annalise, but Shane Fitzsimmons hasn't ruled out cancelling the event if it is deemed too risky following that weather update this afternoon. As for today, there are 10 total fire bans in place right across New South Wales, including the Greater Sydney region, the Illawarra and Shoalhaven and the Greater Hunter. We are going to see temperatures soar right across the state today as this heat wave settles in across Australia's southeast. We see a very severe fire danger in place for the southern parts of the state, a very high fire danger in place for the northern parts of the state. Penrith in Sydney's west is expected to hit a top of 40 degrees today, but conditions will be worse tomorrow. Penrith will see a top of 44 degrees tomorrow. A bit of an indication there as to just how hot these temperatures are going to soar when those northerly winds start coming through, which could create some problems for the many fire crews on the ground still battling more than 100 blazes as we enter the new year.
Stella Jodorovic, thank you for the update there from the RFS headquarters, and also Andrea Crothers out in Gippsland and Emily Burley in South Australia. We'll keep right across those fire conditions today. But also in Western Australia, a warning for a bushfire burning near the Stirling Range National Park has been downgraded to a watch and act overnight. Anyone in the southern parts of the Shire of Narrabeen need to act immediately to survive. The fire flared up to an emergency level yesterday as the blaze jumped containment lines.